Anyway, so I'm ravana devadas. This is MingYu and Wang, and we are going to be doing contractual capacity in law. Next slide. So, for a contract to be valid, all parties should have the capacity to sign an agreement. In a sense, they cannot be in a state of mind or a state where they cannot understand what is in the agreement, right? If they are not in the correct state of mind or in a right age, the contract can be voided. Next slide. So these are 5 examples where they do not have the capacity. For example, they have a mental disorder. You're, say, bipolar. If you're bipolar and you sign a contract to sell your house, you can take that contract to the courts and say, hey, I'm not in the right mental state to sign this contract, therefore it can be voided. Or you're a minor, for example. Minors cannot sign contracts into business agreements or to sell something, because they're not considered the right age. So that's a couple of examples of how someone is not in the capacity to sign an agreement. Next slide. So, in order to further explain the concept of capacity, we're going to look into a case, Hart versus O'Connor. Next slide. I'm going to run through a case summary, and I'm going to explain the plaintiff and the defendant, and my 2 colleagues here are going to run through the rest of the case. So, basically, in simple terms, Jack O'Connor sold a farm to Hart, but Hart was too old and had dementia to sell the farm. So one of Jack's brothers, who became the trustee of the farm after Jack died, passed on, tried to void the contract by making the case that he was not of sound mind, therefore did not have the capacity to sell the farm. So, so his brother whose name was Joseph O'Connor, however, was unsuccessful at the trial. We'll go into further detail as to why later, but next slide. In this case, of course, the plaintiff was Joseph O'Connor, who was Jack O'Connor's brother, and the defendant, the person who bought the farm, was Thomas Bruce Hart. Okay. Now, my friend here will talk about the issues of the case.
Hi everyone. I talk about this case, the issue. So, issue is the Hart pattern from drinking O'Connor drink the time. O'Connor was 83 years old, and in sound meeting fact their harding with not anywhere from and position to very legal see with Jack Orton. Hart was about to brother talk over transition. He in the 18th position to set about the transition for O'Connor with the sequencing drink the trial with once late upper better handle the mating issue in this case with where not the persuasion could be where the down to mentor capacity on the equation contributing. The rule is the counter rule. They are in a case where a mating in capacity or correlation ability the contract can ability.
Control is better sure that Jack O'Connor local control capability. Controlability into by inversion of the on the source of the mat, but who state to be of the source mat with other person who is not always for the first person's meter import is available. there is a non-unfold can be not adapted to the indirectly with the technology of the first person incurred. This was not equal for marking the control severity. Until in the like agreement is about unfold is also like laser is unfold. In this case, there was the not equality from the marking the intruded world. In this case, control actually was not of three was hard was a part of the arcana demand. And the teams where a control is where if the count is able to experientially have that one of the perp was not in a capacity in understanding the nature of a grand media. In this case, purely control was not three was hard is a variety of arcana and demand. In hard equality is teams of the control. In this case, possible for a control curve word to be referred by the intervening when they began their steering.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a reference.